Your grandfather had twice the testosterone you have right now. Same age, same genetics, but his body worked differently. Here is what changed. 75% of men today are deficient in one critical nutrient that controls testosterone production. And when you fix this deficiency, your free testosterone can jump by 28% in just 7 days. No pills, no injections, just 6 essential nutrients your body is screaming for. But here is the problem. Most men take them wrong. They waste money on supplements that do not work because they are missing one key element. I will show you what it is. So why are testosterone levels dropping like crazy? Walk into any supplement store and they will tell you the same thing. Just take vitamin D and your problem is solved. But that is completely wrong. Here is what nobody tells you. Vitamin D alone does not work. Most men take vitamin D for months, maybe even years. They spend hundreds of dollars on bottles that promise amazing results. But nothing changes. They still wake up exhausted. They still struggle in the gym. They still feel like something is missing. Let me tell you about Michael. He is 42 years old, works as a software engineer. He came to my office completely frustrated. He told me, "Doctor, I have been taking 5,000 IU of vitamin D every single day for an entire year. My blood test shows perfect vitamin D levels, but I feel worse than I did before. Zero energy, zero drive. Absolutely nothing improved." So, what was Michael missing? Vitamin D is just the foundation, but it needs 5 other nutrients to actually do its job. Without them, you are basically building a house on sand. And one of these nutrients can boost your free testosterone by 28% in just 1 week, but only if you combine it correctly with the others. Let me break this down for you. I want to give you something that can make a real difference starting today. I have created a complete guide for you. 5 simple steps to boost your sexual health. This is not theory. These are practical, science-backed actions you can implement immediately. Inside this guide, you will discover the exact protocols I use with my patients, how to optimize your testosterone naturally, what actually reduces stress and restores function, the specific foods and exercises that support hormonal balance and blood flow. Everything is clear, specific, and proven. Go to the link in the description right now and get your free checklist. Take action today. Your confidence and health are worth it. Let me start with vitamin D because this is where most men get it wrong. Vitamin D is not just the sunshine vitamin. It actually acts like a hormone in your body. It plays a massive role in testosterone production. Here's the problem. Nearly 50% of men worldwide are deficient in vitamin D. And without enough of it, your body simply cannot produce testosterone efficiently. So what should you do? You need to get 20 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin every single day. No sunscreen. No shirt, just you and the sun. But let me be realistic. Most of us work indoors. We live in places where the sun disappears for months. So supplementation becomes necessary. The correct dose is 4,000 to 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, not D2. Make sure it says D3 on the bottle. But here is the critical mistake that kills your results. Taking vitamin D alone is almost useless. Let me tell you about David. He is 38, works in finance. He came to me after taking vitamin D for 6 months with zero improvement. His vitamin D levels were great on paper, but his testosterone stayed low. I asked him one question. "Are you taking vitamin K2 with it?" He looked at me confused. He had no idea what K2 even was. So I added vitamin K2 to his protocol. 1 month later, his testosterone jumped significantly. Why? Because vitamin D is just the base of the pyramid. Vitamin K2 is what activates its power and makes it work 3 times better. Without K2, you lose 70% of vitamin D benefits. And that brings us to the second essential nutrient. Vitamin K2 is the secret weapon that 90% of men have never even heard of. So what does it actually do? Here is how it works. When you take vitamin D, your body starts absorbing more calcium from your food. That is a good thing. But here is the problem. Without vitamin K2, that calcium does not go where you need it. Instead of going into your bones and teeth, it ends up in your arteries and soft tissues. This is dangerous, and it also blocks vitamin D from doing its job with testosterone. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic controller. It takes that calcium and directs it exactly where it needs to go. into your bones, away from your arteries. And when calcium goes to the right place, vitamin D can finally focus on boosting your testosterone production. This is why the combination of D3 plus K2 creates a turbo effect. They work together as a team. So where do you get vitamin K2? This is tricky because modern diets are terrible for K2. The best sources are fermented foods like natto, which is a Japanese fermented soybean dish. Also grass-fed dairy products, egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens, and organ meats. If you are not eating these foods regularly, you need to supplement. The correct dose is 100 to 200 micrograms of the MK7 form daily. Always take it together with your vitamin D3. Same time, same meal. This combination prepares your body for what comes next. And the next nutrient is the real game changer. It can increase your free testosterone by 28% in just 7 days. This is where things get very interesting. Now we get to the breakthrough nutrient that most doctors never talk about: boron. This is a trace mineral that sounds boring, but the science behind it is absolutely incredible. There was a study that showed men who supplemented with boron increased their free testosterone by 28% in just 7 days. 7 days. Let that sink in. So how does boron actually work? Your body produces testosterone, but a lot of it gets bound to a protein called SHBG. That stands for sex hormone binding globulin. When testosterone is bound to this protein, it becomes inactive. It just sits there doing nothing. Your body cannot use it. Boron comes in and reduces the amount of SHBG in your blood. This frees up your testosterone and makes it available for your body to actually use. This is why we talk about free testosterone. That is the testosterone that matters. The testosterone that gives you energy, strength, and drive. Let me tell you about Robert. He is 45, runs his own construction business. He started taking boron after hearing about it from a friend. 5 days later, he called me and said, "Doctor, I do not know what is happening, but I feel like I am 25 again. More energy in the morning, better workouts." Even his mood improved. The dose that works is 3 to 10 milligrams of boron daily. You can get it from foods like almonds, raisins, and avocados. But most men need to supplement to hit the right amount. Now here's the catch. Boron only works when your body has enough of the next mineral. Without it, you are wasting your time. Now let me tell you about the mineral that builds testosterone from scratch: zinc. This is absolutely critical, and most men are walking around severely deficient. Here is a scary fact. Studies show that when men become zinc deficient, they can lose up to 75% of their testosterone in just 6 months. 75%. That is not a small drop. That is a complete collapse. So why are so many men deficient in zinc? Because modern life is designed to drain it from your body. Stress burns through zinc. Alcohol depletes it. Processed foods contain almost none. And if you sweat a lot from exercise, you are losing zinc every single day. Your body cannot store zinc, so you need to get it from food or supplements constantly. Zinc is the raw material your body uses to manufacture testosterone. Without it, the whole production line shuts down. Here is a quick test you can do right now. Look at your fingernails. Do you see small white spots or dots on them? That is often a sign of zinc deficiency. Let me tell you about Jason. 41 years old, CrossFit coach. He trains hard 5 days a week. He came to me exhausted all the time despite eating clean and sleeping well. We tested his zinc levels, and they were in the basement. I put him on 30 milligrams of zinc daily with food. Within 3 weeks, his energy came back and his recovery time improved dramatically. The best food sources of zinc are oysters, which have more zinc than any other food, red meat, and pumpkin seeds. If you supplement, take 15 to 30 milligrams daily, but never go higher than that because too much zinc can actually backfire. Now zinc builds testosterone, but the next mineral is what unlocks it and sets it free to do its job. Magnesium is the key that unlocks your testosterone and sets it free. Remember when we talked about SHBG, that protein that binds testosterone and makes it inactive? Magnesium reduces SHBG just like boron does, but it works through a different pathway. This means when you combine boron and magnesium together, you get a double effect. More free testosterone available for your body to use. But here is the bonus that most men do not know about. Magnesium also improves your sleep quality dramatically. And deep sleep is when your body produces the most testosterone. So magnesium gives you a double benefit. It frees up existing testosterone and helps you produce more overnight. Here's the problem. Over 70% of men are magnesium deficient. Why? Because stress burns through it. Coffee depletes it. Sugar drains it. And most of the foods we eat today are grown in soil that has been stripped of magnesium. Let me tell you about Marcus. He is 39, works as an emergency room doctor. His schedule is brutal with night shifts and high stress. He came to me because he could not fall asleep even when exhausted. I recommended 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed. 2 weeks later, he told me he was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. And as a bonus, his morning energy and focus came back strong. Not all magnesium is created equal. You want magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate. Never magnesium oxide because your body barely absorbs it. The correct dose is 300 to 400 milligrams taken 30 minutes before bed. Now we have one final nutrient left. This one is the most underestimated. Without it, everything else works at only 40% capacity. The final nutrient is vitamin B6. This is the switch that turns on your entire testosterone production system. Here is how it works. Your body has natural pathways for making hormones, but these pathways need to be activated. Vitamin B6 is what flips that switch and tells your body to start producing testosterone through its natural hormone pathway. Without enough B6, those pathways stay dormant. Your body has the ability, but it is not turned on. So why are so many men deficient in B6? Because alcohol destroys it. Stress depletes it rapidly. And processed foods contain almost zero B6. Most men are running on empty without even knowing it. Here's what makes B6 even more powerful. It works in perfect synergy with magnesium. Remember how magnesium helps you sleep better? Well, B6 enhances that effect even more. Together, they create the perfect environment for your body to produce testosterone while you sleep and recover. Let me tell you about Carlos. He is 43, runs a marketing agency. High-stress job. He was taking vitamin D, zinc, and magnesium for 2 months with decent results. But when I added 50 milligrams of vitamin B6 to his daily routine, everything shifted to another level. Within 3 weeks, he noticed his workouts felt easier, his recovery was faster, and his mental clarity was sharper. The best food sources of B6 are bananas, potatoes, chicken breast, and turkey. If you supplement, take 20 to 50 milligrams daily with food. Now you have all 6 nutrients. But here is where most men make a massive mistake that kills their results. They take everything randomly at different times of the day. This destroys the synergy and cuts your results in half. So you have all 6 nutrients now. Vitamin D, vitamin K2, boron, zinc, magnesium, and B6. But if you take them the wrong way, you are leaving massive results on the table. Here is the mistake. Most men buy all these supplements and then take them randomly throughout the day. One in the morning, one at lunch, one whenever they remember. This completely destroys the synergy between these nutrients. Your body needs them at specific times to maximize absorption and effectiveness. So here is the correct strategy. Split them into 2 groups based on when your body needs them most. In the morning with breakfast, take vitamin D3 with K2 together. Add your boron. Add your zinc. All of these work best when taken with food that contains some fat because they are fat-soluble vitamins and minerals. Then in the evening, 30 minutes before bed, take your magnesium with your vitamin B6. These 2 work together to improve your sleep and maximize overnight testosterone production. This is when your body does most of its hormonal work. Why does timing matter so much? Because these nutrients support different phases of testosterone production. Morning nutrients build the foundation. Evening nutrients activate production and recovery. When you split them correctly, they work together like a relay race. Each one passes the baton to the next. One more critical warning. Do not overdose on zinc. More is not better. Anything above 30 milligrams daily can actually lower your testosterone and hurt your immune system. Stick to the ranges I gave you. Also, avoid cheap supplement forms. Magnesium oxide does not work. Vitamin D2 is less effective than D3. Quality matters here. Now let me tell you what to expect and when. So when will you actually feel the difference? Let me give you a realistic timeline based on what I see with my patients. Week 1 is when you notice the first signs. Your sleep quality improves. You wake up feeling more rested. Your energy throughout the day starts to stabilize. These are subtle changes, but you will feel them. By week 2 to 4, things become more obvious. Your libido starts coming back. You feel stronger in the gym. Your weights go up. Your recovery between workouts gets faster. You might also notice your mood is better and you feel more motivated to tackle challenges. Month 2 to 3 is when everything stabilizes at a higher level. This is your new normal. Your body has adjusted and you are operating at full capacity now. So how do you actually know if this is working? The gold standard is a blood test. Get your total testosterone and your free testosterone checked. Those are the two numbers that matter. But you do not need a blood test to feel the difference. There are clear signs your body will show you. Morning erections come back stronger and more consistent. Your muscle definition improves even without changing your workout. Your mental fog clears up and decision-making becomes easier. Let me tell you about Frank. He is 52, owns a construction company. He followed this exact protocol for 3 months. His total testosterone went from 320 to 540. His free testosterone nearly doubled. But more importantly, he told me he felt like himself again for the first time in 10 years. That is what this is really about. Not just numbers on a lab report. It is about feeling strong, confident, and alive again. So there you have it. 6 essential nutrients that work together as a complete system to naturally boost your testosterone. Vitamin D3 with K2, boron, zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6. Your body already knows how to be strong and produce testosterone at optimal levels. You just need to give it the right tools. Here is your first step. Start with the easiest combination. Get a vitamin D3 plus K2 supplement today. This is your foundation. Then add the other 4 nutrients over the next week. If you want a complete checklist with exact dosages, brands I recommend, and the morning plus evening protocol, check the description below. I put everything there for you. Next week, I am releasing a video on 5 exercises that boost testosterone naturally in just 10 minutes a day. You are going to want to see that. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss it. Remember, your grandfather did not have access to this information, but he did not need it. You do, because the modern world is working against your testosterone every single day. But now you have the knowledge to fight back. Take action today. Your future self will thank you.